Hello guys, and welcome back to APinkeClothlife. I know I promised you guys we were going to do a cash stuffing video, but today I wanted to just come and we're going to talk about, I got a lot of questions with my other video that I had, is how do I know which sinking funds to add to first? So my question to you is, are you overwhelmed trying to figure out the sinking funds that you should save for first? So maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck, just starting your first budget, or you're just plain trying to fix some financial habits. And that was the other video we talked about, was spending habits and an income problem, or is it a spending problem? So either way, you are in the right place, okay? Today we're going to break it down step by step, show you which savings to prioritize even if it's on a low income, and why the order matters for your financial peace. Don't worry, we're keeping it real, simple, and judgment free. Let's start off with an introduction with sinking funds. I feel like we cannot have enough of these videos because sometimes things change, sometimes we have new sinking funds, and it's just everything is always evolving, so there's always room to learn more and always room to change. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what is sinking funds. So sinking funds are mini savings accounts for specific expenses that you know that are coming up. These aren't emergencies. These are planned expenses. I emphasize, these are planned expenses that you already know that are coming up. Let's think car maintenance, Christmas gifts, back to school. You're just starting out, and when money is tight, it is super important to know where to begin so you do not get caught off guard. And when I first started budgeting, that was what happened to me, and it is not a good feel. So let's go ahead and start off with the top 5 sinking funds. So number 1 is to start off, I would say start off first with an emergency fund. So this, I do get a lot of emails and messages saying, hey Tina, which one should I start off with first? I'm confused. I don't know. I have a lot of things that I want to say for it. So this is what we're doing. Start off with your emergency fund first. And even if it's just $100 that you're adding to it, that is a step towards progress. And this should be your top priority before starting any other sinking funds. So this is number 1. Starting off, I recommend $100 to $500 to begin, because basically, if you're just starting off an emergency fund, if you can pull off saving $1,000 for your emergency fund first, that's perfect. But a lot of times, I'm just thinking, a lot of us, some people are living paycheck to paycheck, or some people just don't make enough and have more expenses than they do have income. So I'm just saying to start off with a small amount, and then as you gradually get better at it and you make more income, you can add more to it as you go. So remember, this fund is your safety net whenever life throws a curveball at you, because you know it be coming in hot. I don't know what, coming in hot. What is that? You have also, and for the coming in hot, you have car maintenance, car expenses, medical bills. It just pretty much, having an emergency funds keep you from using a credit card, or keep you from dipping into your rent money or your mortgage money. Let's put it like that. So let's start off with number 2, car maintenance. That's another sinking funds that I feel like you should have, and that's coming in hot at number 2. So even if your car is running great, it will not stay running perfectly forever. That's just how it is. And I used to have that mindset until like one thing happened, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And when you hear that noise and you're like, what is that? And then that scares you and gets your little, what do you call it? Your little mind, your little wheels turning and saying, I need an emergency fund for this. Because an oil change is cheaper than an engine repair. So I would pretty much say aim for $10 to $25 a month if that is all that you can do. But if you can do a lot more, feel free and go ahead to boost, well, not boost, but to bump that emergency fund up for your car maintenance sinking fund. Go ahead and start with number 3. What do you think it is? So number 3 is annual and biannual bills. So that is like the third sinking funds that I feel like you should have one for. Examples: car registration, insurance, car property tax, those type of things. So those are ones that you have to make sure you pay, or your life will be a living because property tax and insurance and all that stuff don't stop for nobody. So these are the things that sneak up on you, do not plan ahead. So look at your monthly bills, divide them by half. So divide them by the months that you have left and start saving that little bit month. Trust me, I know firsthand this saves me so much stress, because I remember I would wait to pay my property taxes. Then I would get that $50 stop fee that will go to the DMV. And then when I'm trying to get my decals and registration, I have to go pay the property taxes plus the $50, which I could have used the $50 to put towards my decals. And I could have been on my little way, but no. So I had to wait until they took the stop off of the decals for my DMV, and I had to wait for the property tax people to send that to the DMV. Crazy. It was just too much. It's like, yeah, it's not worth it. I'm telling you, it's not. So number 4, I would say, is medical and dental fund. Now, we do have an HSA card that we can use, and we do get points, and we get money added to our card from work. But for those of you that don't have like insurance, or you have to pay a lot out of pocket, having a sinking funds is like awesome. It is like the thing that you should do, because sometimes your insurance, even if you have insurance, your insurance do not pay for all of your procedures. So then you have to what is left for the patient is what you end up having to pay. And a lot of times, like Aiden, he has to get a dental procedure, which, because he's been eating a lot of candy, and the struggle of going back and forth trying to get this little boy to brush his teeth, I'm just like, what is going on? Like, he'll brush it and he'll just be like, and I'm like, really? I'm like, you have a nice spinning toothbrush, like the ones that spin. Back in the day, we didn't have no spin brush. We had the hard Colgate brush, and then if we couldn't afford to get a Colgate brush, we got the ones that were generic. I'm like, enjoy that spin brush, boy. So just pretty much just saving like $5-10 a month, if that's all you can start with, will be a great process to add to your buffer to your emergency funds. Add buffer to your sinking funds. So that right there is what I would consider to be a number 4. Now, number 5 would be gift funds. So this would be like for birthdays, for school events, for holidays, and things like that. So we all know birthdays, holidays, school events all come every single year. Even if you save like $5 a month, time December hits, you will not have to swipe your cards, because you would have all of those months you've been saving $5, and you can always add extra to these funds. So it's not like you have to wait every end of the month and put $5 and $10. When you get that extra cash that you have, add that to your sinking fund. So this is another thing that I need to work on to get a little bit better with Christmas, because I do save, but I don't feel like I save enough. And then also, I don't really save a lot for Black Friday. And then when Black Friday comes, and I be the first one be like looking online trying to find something, and be like, girl, you ain't even got enough in your sinking funds. You got probably like $20. So, but then that right there helps me not to shop on Black Friday. I mean, unless it's like a good deal, right? Unless it's a good deal. So real quick, just to emphasize, let's talk about why the order matters of what sinking funds you should have. Because I know that sometimes when we first start off, we start off with a lot of sinking funds. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot. But I feel like you should focus more on the ones that are more important and more of the things that you actually need. Like for annual bills, like these are bills that come every year. These are things like car property taxes, could be house taxes, things like that. Things that you know that come every year that are super important, that will catch you off guard. And when it catch you off guard, it ain't gonna be a good feeling. So I place these in order because a peace of mind and stability, financial at that, so let's say financial stability, should come before anything else extra. So once you have these 5 important sinking funds, then let's trickle down to shoes. Let's trickle down to handbags if you want to have a sinking funds for that. So those are the things that I feel that are really, really, really important when you're first starting out for sinking funds. Emergencies and reoccurring bills are guaranteed to happen. So just keep that in your head, that those things are always going to keep coming around year round. Unless, like if it's Amazon Prime, I can see that because I can pretty much cancel that. But with car property taxes, there's nothing I can do with that. That is coming regardless. There's nothing, house property taxes, that is coming regardless. There is no way that you can get away from there. Unless you sell your house or you sell your car and you just walk. These top 5 sinking funds protect your paycheck, keep you out of debt, and it also builds confidence in your budgets, because when those things come around, you're like, whatever, let me dig in my sinking funds envelope, or go to my HYSA, get my card, transfer my money, let me pay this. Now, I need you guys, bring it to me now. So let me know in the comments, okay? I really want, you guys have been like just killing the comments, likes, subscribing. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, this little community is growing. Thank you. Let me know, what is the hardest part of choosing the sinking funds that you prioritize first? And I know that it's pretty much tough in this economy, especially with low income, but I'm telling you, I promise you that every small step matters. It all matters. So let me know in the comments. Let's help each other stay motivated, because a lot of you guys, like, even though other people comment on other people's comments, I love that. So that's just a way that we can just pretty much brainstorm and everybody throw out their ideas, and I love it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification so you don't miss any of my content of saving money on budgeting on a low income, and also, guys, growing your financial confidence. So one step at a time, and until next time, guys, peace.